All right, we live. Welcome to the Black GOP. I got my brother Claims in the building. I got my other brother Christos in the building. My brother Claims wanted to deliver a sermon on, on Louis Farrakhan and his breakdown on Esau and Jacob. So with no further ado, I'm gonna give it over to Claims.
See, you either gonna claim your inheritance or you're gonna get rolled over by these tanks. You either gonna source up or shut the fuck up. So this a no cursing channel, isn't it? My apologies. You got you gonna source up or be quiet. Now, Farrakhan challenged anybody in the world to a debate. Mute your mic, Christo. Christo. All right. He challenged anybody in the world to a debate. He said I'll debate anybody in the world, and whoever loses the debate dies. So he realized nobody was going to take that debate. And so that's why I just make corrections from a distance. you feel me? So I know debates can be rigged. Now, we're going to start this lesson up, and he has a lesson that's the complete opposite of reality, of biblical reality. So he says that the Bible is so corrupt that the white man, DWIGHT, the white man, changed the story of Esau and Jacob, and Israel are descended from Esau, not descended from Jacob, and the no color Jew people over there in Israel are descendants of Jacob, who stole the Israel heritage from Esau. And so he's correcting the Bible for that purpose and taught his entire congregation that they are Esau. I had a friend in college by the name of Esau. He was an Arab. So we can start the video now. I just wanted to give a preface to it.
All right, I'm loading up right now.
Now that seemed like a good name to some, but I think we need to study how that name came into existence. Y'all all right? Me too. In the book of Genesis, you have the story of Rebekah. Who was married to Isaac or Ishak. And she was barren. And Isaac prayed and asked God to let Rebekah, both of them young, get pregnant. Right. And she did.
You got to pause it every so often for fair use.
Had a pregnancy.
So those are the parents of the twin boys, Esau and Jacob, Rebekah and Isaac. Go ahead.
See, because the scripture says, Rebekah, listen. Two nations are within your womb. I'm going to look at that nation and what a nation is. But there'll be two nations in the womb of one woman. That's heavy. But we got to interpret that to understand what that means. But then it goes on. It says, two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. of people. Manner means two kinds. Two kinds. Then it says, when the babies were born, they were fighting in the womb. They was tussling. And Esau came first, but Jacob had a hold to his heel and was pulling on his heel. I'm gonna go after that. Let me put heel up here. I just needed God to help me get through this one today. I don't know when I'll be back, but drink deep while I'm here. Because there's not one word that I'm saying that's wasted. So pay attention, because it's going to get right down to you in 1 second. No, a couple of minutes.
It's a funny guy.
Okay, thank you. My brother watching. Get your foot. Is it up high enough, Chief? Well, that's right. You got your brothers watching out for you. You're looking mighty handsome yourself.
That's why he wins. That's why he's a winner, because he's funny.
Y'all ready?
No.
Manner of people, two kinds.
Oh man, the debate is on now.
This is why. Hold on, let me pause
They were
this.
tussling.
This is why.
We got to switch it to the debate now.
Hold on, real quick, man. I'm just want to say that this is why pastor sermons take 2 hours long. He dragging this shit out.
Yeah.
He could have been got to the point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm press play.
We got to get to the debate.
Where's the debate?
Vocabulary Melon and Yara on Debate Talk for You.
Yeah, that's in 40 minutes.
Oh, 30 minutes. Okay. Fine. That's it.
Esau first. Then came Jacob. But Jacob had a hold to the heel of Esau.
Stand back.
Trace that heel back to the 3rd chapter of Genesis, where the serpent.
This is when he started teaching that they are the descendants of Israel.
And God
back in 2010.
pronouncing a curse on the serpent. And it said that the seed of the woman will contend with the seed of the serpent. I better put that up here. A woman and a serpent.
That's outdated. I ain't got a computer with a PowerPoint.
Right.
And he said
He got a dry erase marker.
that the serpent would bruise his heel.
The serpent would bruise his heel.
It's a man, but he's styled as the woman. No.
He got them dance moves. He pop locking.
Oh, no, I'll get to that in a minute.
The serpent will bruise his heel. You see how he expected? The serpent is Israel.
And the woman would bruise the head of the serpent. This was prophesied way back in the Genesis. Now, let's see what it means.
Both of them is in Genesis.
He's hairy.
Don't tell him that, man. Don't tell him that.
And this dude, Jacob, he been working some stuff. Because Esau goes out And since he's cursed, the birthright falls on Esau. And so he gets hungry. And his brother got some food.
Nigga, get to the point.
And he says,
The serpent will bruise.
look, man,
Keep that in mind. That's what he said.
something to eat.
The serpent, Satan,
Here's how Jacob
being
comes back.
Jacob,
He said, yeah,
will bruise the heel
I give
of the
you
woman who is Esau.
if you give me your birthright. Now that's kind of snakified, isn't it? He know Esau is first, and the blessing should be with Esau, but now he wants to steal
Now pause it right there for a second.
Esau's birthright.
Now, he's not going to go back to the beginning of the story, so I want to confirm this with you, Joshua. Was it not prophesied that Jacob, the younger, was going to get the birthright?
To Rebecca.
Yeah.
The elder shall serve the younger.
The elder shall serve the younger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Esau was the elder, correct?
Right, he came out first.
And so therefore he will eventually serve Jacob, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
If I may add real quick, he'll be a hell of a goddamn pop lock dancer. You see them moves he got? I'm talking about Farrakhan.
Oh man.
Just saying.
I don't want to get too
Touch. Doom 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 doom. Touch.
See, now you ain't getting to the point, and we got to get to the thing in 30 minutes. We got to get through this in 30 minutes.
So Isaac gets old now. He's about to die. And he calls Esau. He says, Esau, my days are short. He said, but I want you to go and get some venison and cook it, because I'd like to taste your meat. And when you bring me the meat that you have prepared, I will then give you your blessing. But Rebecca, she was listening. And she favored Jacob. So she says to Jacob, Jacob, your daddy about to give Esau the blessing. Here's what you do. You go on out and you get some venison. I'll get some and cook it up. And you take it in to your father before your brother can get back, so that you can get the blessing that was due to your brother. It'll come to you. So Jacob said, well, wait a minute. Mom, come on. If I do that, I'll be a party to deceit. And she said, yeah. She said, but I'm smooth and my brother's hairy and I can't fool daddy like that. She said, leave it to me. She went and got some of Esau's clothes and put it on him. She got some hairy thing and put it on his hands. And she gave him the meat, and he goes in and he speaks to his father. Is this you? He says, Esau? Say, yes, it's me, father. He said, you sound like Jacob. He said, no.
Right, now pause it right there for a second.
I have brought you.
Because it's easy for Isaac to be confused because he's blind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then twins sound very much alike, but anybody that is around twins their whole life can tell them apart a little. You know what I'm saying? Can tell them apart. So their voices sound exactly like, the cadence sounds exactly like, and all these things. But anybody that's around him their whole life can figure it out. But with him being blind, he hadn't really developed ear that could tell their voices apart. Go ahead.
Meat that you requested, come and eat. Fathers will come closer, you know what I mean? He eats the meat and he calls the boy forward. The boy got on his brother's clothes, so he has the smell of his brother. The father's sight going, but he smells him. But then he said, give me your hand. And he touches his hand and he feels the hair. Then he pronounces the blessing. And what is the blessing? You're going to rule. You're going to rule the nations. They all will be your servant. You will rule. Then Esau comes in with the venison. And he said, Father, I bring you. He said, but, oh my God, but I can't take my blessing back. I gave it to your brother. He said, but isn't there some blessing left for me? He said, well, son, you're going to have to serve your brother. He said, but in the final analysis, the yoke of your brother will be broken. I can't give you no blessing right now. I gave it to your brother, but your blessing.
Man, he got this.
That was 10 minutes. All right, go to number 2.
Yeah, you can tell how long-winded he was. That was 10 minutes.
Goodness gracious.
Man,
he didn't even get past a few verses.
He read 3 words in 1 verse.
What's up with the sound?
How it is when you do wrong. You try to hide, you know what I mean? Jacob running and hiding. And they finally met. And the brother didn't do nothing to him. And the book says, the elder will serve the younger, and the stronger will serve the weaker. Here it comes now. Then Jacob, in a place called Peniel, wrestles with a man. And while he's wrestling with this man, his thigh is thrown out of place. And he wrestles all night till the breaking of day. And when the day came, he had prevailed. And he said, I have seen God face to face, and my life has been preserved. So the one that he wrestled with said, your name shall no longer be known as Jacob. Your name shall be known as Israel. Israel means the supplanter. The supplanter. When you supplant somebody, you take something that don't belong to you.
Hey, that's what we try to do with GOP. Yakub all day. We try to supplant the congressional districts all throughout America. It had them voting in our favor. I just had to say that.
On GOP them grades, fool.
On GOP them grades.
Come on, man.
You know we had to get in there. We had to get in there once or twice. Go ahead, bro.
Devious, deceitful means. Now, briefly, if you really want to understand the science of this, you need to go to Message to the Black Man and what Master Farad Muhammad revealed about the nature of black and white. It's not talking about a literal woman, Rebecca. It's talking about the seed of the black nation. That in us, there are 2 nations. And separated from us, 2 different kinds.
Okay, stop right there for a second. So He just announced that Jacob and Esau were two black nations and two different kinds of black nations. Go ahead.
Ask the anthropologists, who is first? White people or black people? Come on. If white people were first on this earth, you never could have got here, because no white man can produce a black offspring. Huh? When they want to find the origin of man, they don't go to Europe, they go to Africa.
I don't think he
The
said
white
there was
man is not a native anywhere
Oh.
on the
nations, man. I don't remember
but
hearing that.
everywhere on the earth they have gone.
What was you saying?
I said I don't know. Did he say that? Did he say that?
He said you gotta know he said you gotta know the difference between black and white and the two natures of the difference between black and white. And then he said it's not about black and white, it's about Rebecca's seed and the black nation and the two black nations, and they are different. So he contradicted himself in two sentences. So yeah, so it's kind of hard to go.
Right. I mean, I thought he was talking about the nature of. That's what he's coming down to, I think.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother. Because you finna hear Esau. They are descended from Esau in a minute.
You found a sign that you were already there. You are the original people, therefore you are the first. You are the elder. You are the stronger. But the people, they were fighting in the womb. The black germ, positive. The brown germ, negative. As long as the black germ was never separated, this one was never separated from this would always master that. But Yaakov, another name for Jacob, Yaakov, found in the black man that there were two people here. And if he separated the brown germ,
He at least need a pointer, man, for real.
he could grab this one and to its final stage and produce a new people who would be white.
He looked like he smelled like Brute.
Oh my God. I'm gonna need you while I'm on this show to not disrespect this man.
I'm not disrespecting him, but he probably smelled like Brute.
If I make it till October, I will talk about black and white in a way that maybe you never heard before. I want all white people in America to hear this so that they will know who they are, why they're here, and why they have done the evil they have done. They can't help themselves. That's the nature of the man. Now I want you to hear this. Your role has been usurped. You are the original, the natural ruler, and you're on the bottom. The Johnny come lately is on the top. He's the real Israel. It's not talking about a little state over there in Palestine. It's talking about a people made to rule. But this Jesus fella, see, first, let me say this. You know, if you're going to supplant by wrestling with the angel, it only means throwing his thigh bone out of place. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it means grafting, taking out that brown germ and grafting it into its final stage, which is cultivation, which means weak bone, weak-blooded, stale face, pale face, as the Indians call it, Caucasoid. You got it? Okay.
You got it.
Or Israel is going to usurp the role of God and the role of the black man.
Israel is going
One
to
nation
usurp.
is the older. That's you. You're going to serve.
You're the older.
One nation is stronger, but you're going to serve that which is weaker than yourself. And Jacob saw a ladder.
What are you doing?
A ladder that had 15 rungs on it.
Go back to the show.
Earth to heaven. In October, we'll talk about what the 15
Go to the show, man.
That's what he said.
angels ascending and descending. Get a drink.
Man, what was that, man?
Almost where I want.
He off code. He off code. He not GOP.
Yeah, this man is
Now
definitely
the
not.
final blow of Israel.
We're trying to do a correction. And you're trying to do a smear campaign.
Get this man.
People into bondage and make us
Now pause it.
into a new creation.
Now, did that make sense? What I just said to you, Christo?
Yeah, he said we Esau. He said
The older is Esau, and you are Esau, and you are serving Israel, the younger, and soon the yoke will be broken off of our neck.
What?
Oh man.
he's saying that we're the older nation, which would mean we'll be Esau. That's why we serving white folks. So we Esau and he Jacob. That's what he's saying. That's what Farrakhan is saying. The GOP, the opinions of Farrakhan are not the opinions of GOP.
Yeah,
But look at my stream. This is what this dude smell like. I could just tell.
Hold on, man. I need him to understand this because I know when Farrakhan's speaking, he don't listen at all. He just
I understand. I mean, yeah, man.
he
Farrakhan
just
took
say
like 30
whatever
minutes to say that.
Farrakhan
He
say
could've
is
just
true.
said that. He did take like 30 minutes, though.
Yeah, it did take him a long time to get there, but that's how teaching works.
No, it
Stand up
don't.
in front of a class. Yes, it is. You have to push their baby stroller down you got to paint a story. That's
Yeah,
how
but
teaching
then-
works.
Nobody want to hear that stuff. Then he smell loud. He loud on brute. That brute loud. You don't want to sit up there and smell that. The folks probably got a headache by now.
Come on with the
So-
bull, man.
So now put it in your own words what Farrakhan said, Christo, and what we explained for you.
Christos, are you there? Christos, what happened? Are we still live?
He not GOP. That's why he did. That's why he did what he did.
Oh, we got 13 views. Hey, man. Shalom, everybody.
Christo,
Man, I'm trying
put
to take
in
this
your
down,
own
man.
words what Farrakhan said and what we just explained for you.
Oh, man. What am I going to do with y'all, man? The man
Not what Farrakhan said.
The man said, okay. So the man said, basically, we Esau, because we're the oldest, came out first. And in other words, it's reverse,
Yeah, right.
He just reversed the
Okay.
whole process,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
was not Israel.
Very good. You get
But
a
to be
B.
honest, I wasn't, I didn't.
I'm gonna give you a B. I'm gonna give you a B on your pop quiz.
I
'Cause
disagree.
you don't sound too excited about learning this information,
Claim.
and you don't fully understand the ramifications of it. If their whole community thinks they're
I
Esau,
understand.
wait a second. if their whole community thinks they're Esau, then they believe they're the mortal enemy of Israel.
Yes.
Right. And they need to destroy Israel. And we think we're Israel, and we know we're Israel, and we can prove it.
I'm thinking maybe we didn't see the whole video or something. I'm thinking maybe something missing out. I don't know. Maybe there's more to it. Cause Farrakhan speeches, his stuff be like 4-5 hours, man.
I know. You on that Christian pastor stuff. And the Lord said, Esau came out first. He was Black Gop. That's how he talked.
So that's the full ramifications of the information. So when the old buddy go live, we can change the topic to that. I mean, we can start on it now. Who you think gonna win, Yara or Vocabulary Miller?
It depends on who they're gonna vote this election, and I'll make a decision from that.
Well,
Hey, no, but let me say something about the Farrakhan thing. Everything you said, I disagree with. That was some old, antiquated, outdated scholarship where you sit there and play with the words, and it was drawn out. Terrible way of teaching. Terrible way of teaching, man. Debate talk.
He also says at the end of that second video that the Bible is just so corrupt that I'm telling you the truth.
Right, yeah. Farrakhan. I mean, he don't sound no different than your average Baptist. The way he was preaching and delivering that message.
Now, if he wanted to make the argument that Esau came out last, then he would have a stronger argument. But he's saying that the serpent is Israel, who bruised the heel of the woman, and the serpent bruised the head. Hold on a second. I forget how it goes.
I mean, he pretty much saying
the serpent bruises the head of the woman, and the woman seed bruises the heel of the serpent. Wait a second.
You know what though?
Still saying it wrong. Go to the scriptures so I can.
Hold on, Plain. I want to say this, man.
I can't hear it because he got a bad echo.
So I just want to say this. We have these religious institutions like the Fruit of Islam and all those people in there. And he's probably got a large capacity. How many of those people know about economic empowerment? How many workshops do they? I don't know. All right, well, somebody point me to that video in that direction instead of this bullshit.
Yeah, they got it heavy.
I gotta see it, man.
In a while, I'm telling you.
He NOI. I've been calling him FOI this whole time. I thought it was Fruit of Islam. He NOI.
That's the security force of the NOI is FOI. Fruit of Islam. Men only.
Well,
security force.
I've always been NOI, Nation of Israel, nigga. Big Israelite in the building.
Okay.
What
Big Israelite?
Big Hamite. big Israelite in the building.
G-Con is a liar. The truth isn't out in him.
Well, everybody with the last name Khan.
He's wicked.
Farrakhan, G-Con, all them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Trash. No, I'm playing G-Con. You gonna watch this and hold it against me. But anyway,
I call him G-Coma because he's forever asleep.
When you gonna get in the ring with him?
Man, I've been ruining his career, his entire career. And then we had a debate over there at SVDL, and humiliated him.
All right.
Won easily.
You know what? It's interesting. I never knew Farrakhan taught that blacks were Esau, and that's why we're subjugated under the white man. Because he said it's not just a place over Israel; it's talking about a people. So I took that to be inference to the white race, but what we call the white race, because that's even ignorant as hell. um, in America and Europe, and that's all we subjugated under them through colonizing and slavery, yada yada yada. We all know, right? So I didn't even know he taught that. That's weird. So I wonder how you reconcile that we are the true children of Israel too at the same damn time, because they did have on final call papers saying that, and even J Electronica said it. I think around 2014. So.
So yeah, smart Israelites like myself promote that he knows that we're the children of Israel. We promote that, but so we keep secret his mistake right there in that lesson, and we try to appeal to him directly, but he doesn't talk to anybody outside of his cabinet.
I mean,
so it's hard to get the corrected lesson to him. And you know what I'm saying? His cabinet protects his ears from things. And he's super duper old now. So he ain't got to correct nothing.
So shoot, we could have damn, if you could replace him with Malcolm X, would you do it?
That's a hard question, because Malcolm X was supposed to be the leader before Farrakhan, and they I guess they stay leader for life or something.
Yeah, I'm rolling with my man Malcolm X, bro. Detroit Red.
Yeah, so when they say when he apologized to Malcolm X's daughter, saying that if he had anything to do with Malcolm X's death by the rhetoric that he spewed against Malcolm X, then he apologizes. Then I look at it as who had the most to gain, who is going to be the full top leader. So you know what I'm saying. So I don't know how much faith I could put into his apology.
I don't think it's like who's going to be the leader, because I mean the person who had the most to gain was the person who wasn't even around them like that. That's who had the most to gain. To get rid of Malcolm X and his mouth, I would think America had the most to gain.
Okay, that's an argument. Okay, so now why would America have something to gain by that?
To shut Malcolm X up?
Yeah.
Because he's not moving a bunch of people in the same direction, talking about the same thing, organizing and stuff like that.
What?
That's
I don't understand your argument.
the same reason Martin became, a victim, because I mean, yeah, they didn't need his ideas floating around. You can't just leave people with ideas and stuff.
So organization is harmful to America?
Yes, of course. We're talking about black leaders in America. I mean, if we just go down the list, you know what happened to all of them.
Yeah, they all died. Huey P., Fred Hampton.
Right.
They all got popped.
Like literally.
Yeah, but I will have to sit down with you at length to discuss that, because I need to be educated in that manner. I know that every leader died, but I also know that the Most High is the one who kills people. So therefore, whatever they was doing pissed the Most High off enough for them to die. So they broke a law punishable by death.
Hey man, I just want to say shout out and remembrance to Malcolm X, because he was speaking against the Democratic Party back then.
GOP them.
GOP them brave. GOP them brave.
GOP them brave.
All right, y'all have a good evening, man. This has been great.
Peace out, bro.
We did the little breakdown on Farrakhan.
So you're not gonna watch the debate with us?
Yeah, we got to go over there now, bro. We got to end this and go over there. Watch the video.
We're just gonna go watch it, and we're not gonna watch it from here.
I mean, we can if y'all want. Hold on, let me see.
Nah, we're good. I'll just go over there in the chat box.
Let me see. Let me think about that.
Yeah, that's what we do over there everywhere.
So you're gonna steal views from the brothers.
How? People that watch this channel don't watch debate talk for you.
Man, this thing gonna end up being 5 hours long.
Well, let's just go to the chat box. I got it. Let's do it that way. I'm gone. Appreciate your presence, Christo Hotep.
Look at DJ Black. He said, "What the fuck?" Hey, Malcolm X.
So we're gonna run it here.
Nah.
Okay.
I just want to say Malcolm X didn't have the best words for the Democrats, man. You know what I'm saying? He was real harsh on the Democrats.
Yeah, I'm not doing the Democrat Republican thing. Let's steer clear of all that.
I mean, for the last 50 years, we've been Democrat.
Peace out, man.
And family stability is low in the black community. Education is low in the black community. And, you know what I'm saying? We got to make a change. But anyway, I'm going to end it. We headed over to Debate Talk for you on YouTube. We're going over there to watch Uriah versus Vocab Malone. Everybody go check that out right now. That's what we finna go watch. We just want to do a quick live because Claims wanted to clown Farrakhan real quick on his breakdown on Farrakhan was teaching that we are Esau.
You threw it on Claims.
Yeah, I'm throwing it on Claims. It was his idea.
Yeah, it was, I guess.
But anyway, man, I'm rolling with Malcolm X. GOP all day. Subscribe to the channel. Show y'all love on all 4 of our channels. Genesis 49ers. Y'all World 777 NYMG on Facebook. And the Source Debate League on YouTube. Go subscribe. We out.
Source Debate League.